I always forget the thanks for listening bit.
Yeah.
Forget
Yeah.
that that's even a thing.
Well, I mean, I inserted it, and I believe you continued it, but I don't remember. I hope so.
I think I said it's like I think I switched between thanks for listening and thanks for watching.
Yeah, I
I think
think
I
you did
said
say thanks
thanks,
for watching.
but you know that's
Whatever.
just because I'm the
You're the YouTube guy.
I'm the video editor, so I'm not exactly used to just having
The
content that's
audio. Yeah.
predominantly listened to.
Okay, so I think there are two things that we should probably talk about here.
Okay.
One, that was the general topic, like the general category that the topic sort of fits into, and also the the interruption, which, well, I don't think we need to talk about what the interruption was. We should probably talk about how we handled it, because it's
And
not going to be smooth.
yeah, it will not be a smooth transition. Those of you who are following over directly from having watched or listened to QED will know that there was an unusual cut in there somewhere, unless our editor magically managed to find a way to not have that be super noticeable.
Unless I cut up, unless I just find a section
Just
that's
splice all of our words together so that it sounds like the three of us had one cogent sentence that brought us from one word to the next before and after the cut.
I should
That should only take a couple hours, right?
I
three
think
weeks later.
I think what you should do is right where you do the cut, you should put like a really loud like a beep sort of sound, and then say, "Whoa, localized time distortion," and then do another beep, and it goes right back
We
to
just play.
Josh,
we just,
I think you saying localized time distortion should be the thing. So
"Whoa, localized time distortion."
but not as a question. Not as a question, man.
or
You can't do it as a
I
question.
or I could do the elevator music, or I could do.
No,
I don't
localized
think.
time distortion I think is better because it was his thing before this.
Well,
Yes,
I
it
also
was.
I also don't think that the elevator music gives a great picture
Or
that
the
there was an interruption, just that the interruption is being filled.
or
Yeah.
the jingle,
We don't have a jingle.
the Forest 5 jingle.
That's
Shall never be named.
Shall never be named.
that shall never be played on any
Sonder.
Sonder podcast. Thank you very much,
well,
Mr. Eric.
well, fair enough.
Okay. So yeah, what did you think about the episode topic? I thought it kind of I this was my idea for the people who are not aware. Um uh
The
I thought it
person who
was
comes up with the question is the person who does the introduction.
yeah. Uh I was attempting to add, a little bit more variety. Maybe making something that was a little bit less
Of a disaster.
of a disaster. Yeah,
Although we
exactly.
kind of turned it into one.
And then
It kind of became
yeah,
one.
it sort of lacked focus, and I think that's the problem with this kind of with attempting to do anything of that sort, because there's not really specifics, because once you add the specifics there, it's sort of
Then the hypothetical goes not as hypothetical as
yeah.
one
Well,
could be.
because it's like if I had said, what if there was a monster in your closet, and then I said, this is what the monster is, but we don't know it,
Okay.
then
Then it would be almost impossible to not come up with a situation that plays off the monster's strengths and weaknesses,
yeah,
Yeah.
since you just told us what those were.
yeah. And so I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of my own topic. but I don't know what you guys thought of it.
I feel like the attempt was valiant, but I'm not sure what the result was.
Yeah.
I'm still just thinking back to that moment.
I was
How-
trying so hard not to laugh when you said, "What if there was a monster under your closet?" Yeah, or in your closet. I heard in your voice, in your tone of voice, that you were trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
And the fact that you were trying not to laugh and barely succeeding made me try not to laugh and barely succeed as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, compared to the other topics that we've done so far.
Well, I mean, yeah, we had a relatively plausible one, and then we had a sci-fi one, and now we've had a monster in the closet one.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what category that falls into.
Yeah, it's very different.
I mean, you could say, "Oh, monsters fantasy,"
was-
but it's not monsters plural. It was a monster.
Yeah. It was so much smaller in scope than the other ones.
Yeah.
And I think we needed to try it out.
Oh, we did.
And
we
we did.
did.
And I don't know about you guys, but I'll probably never go back to it. To that sort of style. Unless I just have like a brilliant idea.
Right. I mean, it's something that we tried, and I think it's good that we tried it, but if you don't think it worked, then we don't have to go back there.
But then, you know, perhaps it was also sort of my lack of preparation. Because like I said, I did try and keep it very vague. That was intentional.
Right.
But also, and I don't know if I could have made it any more specific without being too specific.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. You just couldn't go any more specific, otherwise it would have constricted it too much.
Mm-hmm. So was this filling in the box? A short filling in the box for a relatively short QED?
Perhaps should I also read some of the possibilities?
Oh, you should definitely
some
read
of
what the possibilities
some of
were.
the things that
You see, Josh, unlike Eric and I, needed a proper brainstorming session, whereas I come up with my questions spur of the moment, and Eric seems to write a paragraph explaining his question. Josh prefers to brainstorm. So, Josh, what were the steps that led you to this question?
Okay. So here was my brainstorming session. Macaroni shortage. All the floors are wet. It's winter forever.
To which I responded, wait, does that mean that it's summer forever in the Southern Hemisphere?
Who knows?
He didn't think of that.
He didn't think of that. Okay.
Talking animals.
You mean like Scooby Doo?
Yes.
Okay, then I know what
Rudy-Roo.
we're doing. We would form a mystery gang, and we go around solving mysteries.
I had not even thought of that.
All the exit signs disappear.
I don't even know what that does. I don't even know what that does. I mean, the exits aren't clearly marked anymore. Congratulations.
Oh snap!
We got stuck on the moon.
I don't even remember you saying that one.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's probably one of the more legitimate ones, but
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's also very similar to our last episode.
I am the moon.
I am the bat pig? No, spider pig. Sorry.
I am the night.
Anyway.
Let's see. We got some more. Not even halfway there yet.
Yeah.
The sky is falling.
Okay.
Okay, Chicken Little.
All right.
Green paper.
Yeah, I think at this point he was just thinking of objects,
I think he was just.
which will be evidenced by this.
Plate of chips.
He's just thinking of objects now.
Josh.
I'm not sure if this is how brainstorming is supposed to work. I mean, stream of consciousness brainstorming, yes, but
Yeah.
maybe something else.
Wood
Yeah.
on fire. There are dozens of us.
Wait, dozens of each of us?
That was my question verbatim.
Oh man, I got lost. Where am I? Oh, everyone you meet is fighting. That was autocorrect's idea.
Everyone you meet is insert word that starts with an F and ends with an ing here.
Mhm. Everyone you know disappeared. Pink eye. Must keep running forever.
Must keep an episode of Bill
An
and
episode
Mandy.
about pink eye.
Well, Codename Kids Next Door did an episode about Pink Eye.
Okay, maybe we
And-
shouldn't copy that.
and
Maybe we
then-
shouldn't do that anyway.
And then the Running
I think-
Forever thing was an episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not where these came from.
No,
These
I
just came
know.
out of my head.
I know.
Although I do recall, I do recall the Pink Eye episode of
Yeah.
Kids Next Door.
Well, the Billy and Mandy episode, Billy has to run the presidential race, and he thinks that the president's actually going to be there, but he sticks at running. So Grimm gives him like special pants to make him keep running forever. And he does.
That sounds like something Grim would do.
Yes.
Ooh, almost there. Paint everywhere.
I think you were just thinking about Nintendo.
I may have been. Beard has a mind of its own. You were talking about beards while I was while I was writing these. Beats in your head.
Wait. Beats is in the food item?
I have no idea.
No idea.
How did you spell it?
How
then?
did you spell it?
Well, I spelled it Beats, but I really don't care
Beats
about
by Dre.
Beats by Dre.
Oh god, we're gonna get a copyright claim on this one.
You can only walk on tiles. There are no rules. Water is cola. I don't even know what most of these mean.
I'm like,
I guess
Wait.
that's sort of for the best.
yeah.
You cannot walk backwards.
I mean, is that terrible?
I don't know.
Is it worth
I think
something?
it's pretty
I don't
terrible
know.
because I think the answer is you just walk forwards.
Well, yeah.
But the question is the scenario, would living in that scenario be terrible? And I
Oh.
think the answer is no. No, it would be normal.
Yeah, probably not. Life is an RPG. And then
Well, all you'd have to do is press A to talk to people, and then you get a set choice of responses.
that'd make everything
That'd
so
be
much easier.
so much easier.
Yeah, that would be.
And I would get an extra choice in blue text because I have high charisma. So everyone else gets 4 choices, but I get a 5th, and the 5th is always better. So there's no reason not to use the 5th.
Or
It's
the
a
5th
blatant
is-
advantage.
Or the 5th choice is more convincing than the others.
Yeah, it's just better in whatever way better it happens to be.
Yeah.
Then I would get the science option, which is always just flavor and never anything important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my personal favorite one. Solve a problem.
It's a command. His situation is a command. Solve a problem.
All right, fine.
Which I feel like is just sort of what we try and do every QED episode.
X is equal to X. There, I solved the problem. You don't need to know what the problem was. You just need to know that the answer was X is equal to X. Therefore, I'm right.
That is not a
So-
false statement.
That you're right.
So yeah. Now I guess this has been filling in the box.
This has been filling in the box. Episode 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Truly.
Thanks for listening.
Wait a minute. Don't we usually say the names at the end?
Do
Okay.
I actually think we do.
All right. I'm Joey.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Josh.
Thanks for listening.
And then, you can remove that if we don't. But I'm pretty sure we do.
I think it's inconsistent.